It's time. Yes, it's that time you've all been waiting for. It's the Russell Brown Show. In this episode, I'm going to talk about blurring images to make them sharper. Yes, how many times has someone given you a web graphic and told you to clean it up? Good grief! You've got to recover an image and get rid of noise and artifacts within the image, as you can see in this image. Yuck! Let's clean this up simply and easily. We're going to use a filter called SmartBlur. I'm going to go up here first to my image menu, down to mode, and I need to move this from the indexed color space into the RGB color space, right like this. If I don't do this, I will not be able to use the filter. Then I'm going to go up here to the filter menu, down to blur. That's right, Mr. Brown is going to blur the image and then make it sharper. And then we go down here to SmartBlur. Okay, here we are inside of SmartBlur. Now let's zoom in a bit so we can see this graphic more carefully. Let's go into about 400%, and I'm going to first start here with this text. Then, as you cast your eyes down here, you can see you have radius and threshold. I'm going to move the radius up a bit, then move up my threshold. Watch what happens. As I begin to move my threshold up, the noise disappears. And what you find out very quickly about this great feature is that SmartBlur gets rid of the noise in the background, but maintains the quality of the graphics, and in fact holds the edges to the graphics really well and does not blur them. So the radius and threshold combination eliminates the background without blur. Also, set your quality to high when working on graphics like this. Now let's scroll over here to the left and take a look at this feather graphic and see what's happening. Now, if I click and hold, you can see the before, then after. Notice a lot of the detail seems to get lost with this particular combination of radius and threshold. I've found that I like to reduce the radius to the minimum setting I can set this at, and then combine that with threshold and drop this down just to the point where, as you can see here, the noise disappears in this white area, but I still maintain as much quality within the graphic itself. Let's take a look at the text. The text seems to always work with most of these settings. It's detailed graphics that seem to lose some of their quality. So my words of wisdom are to set a low radius value combined with a little bit higher threshold value, and then that classic rule, move the sliders till it looks good, then stop, but no farther, right about there. So my noise is gone and I still maintain my detail. I click OK, it then updates my graphic, and let's zoom back out a bit so you can see what this looks like, and it looks really good. So the moral of the story is you can clean up graphics quickly and easily and maintain the quality of your edges within your graphics, both here in the case of this feather as well as with this text. Give this a try the next time someone asks you to make a miracle happen from a really noisy web graphic.